Hi guys, welcome back. We just had these bangers in at Grape. It was an hour and 20-minute AMA. We had over 130 people coming to stage. It was an absolute baller. We had a whole heap of whitelists we got to give out. Now, for the people double checking with that, what are the whitelists entitled you to? That is going to be 1 mint. So they're doing their OG holders first, and I'll explain that a little bit once I get to the NFT section. But my recording actually bugged out. So I don't have the video recorded. I'm trying to do a summary at the end of it. It's an hour or so after the event, so obviously I'm caffeinated. I've got it all in my mind. I'm going to try and put out the TLDR, what you should be looking at, put it in under a 20-minute video. They have got a heap of spaces and interviews they're doing. I've actually got them back at Twitter Space tomorrow with Step In at the live quiz, so we're definitely going to be talking about them again tomorrow. We've got an extra NFT to give away tomorrow, so if either of those projects interest you, Lux, Step In, feel free, drop in, have a look, you'll be finding out more. But they have been doing a whole lot of interviews, AMAs. I've listened to a couple extra this week. I know that they've got 4 tomorrow before their launch. So what is Lux VR Metaverse? It is exactly that. It says it in the name, which is pretty awesome, right? They've got 12K followers here. They've got 15K in Discord. In the last week, we've been doing a bit of a blitz at Grape because they've come to us and started with an AMA and then asked for a little bit more extra advertising as they push in. So what was really interesting was I put this on my Friday research video. What is Lux? Did a bit of ape research. Let's have a look. All right, so there's so much to talk about. I want to wrap it up. You can see Pesky Penguins. They've got Aurora as a partner. They've got DGen Apes as a partner. Who was the other one? FTX. How do you forget FTX? Right, these guys are going to be big, and that looks pretty cool for a graphic, right? Yeah, no dramas. When's it going to be out? That is actually live from their beta. Not live. It's a video from their beta and a recap, and this is them live. This is Chris doing a demonstration on his what's the platform? Twitch. I don't use Twitch myself, but you can actually see him in there with his Oculus speakers and actually going Oculus speakers 3Ds, and I'm bullish. Like, this was really cool, right? I did a bit of research last week, put it on my Friday video. You don't see a huge interaction of stuff on the inside yet. A lot of this furniture is going to be set up at the start. We asked some amazing questions. It was so cool to see so many great people and even new faces come in. Really big AMA, right? So you can see this is the actual thing in there. And if you go and have a look, obviously I'll put the links in. You can actually hear him talking. It's a live demonstration. He's got people talking to him and he's answering questions. So who is Chris? Who is the team? They've been around for over 10 years. He's got a company in Sweden. A lot of this information you can go and check in their Discord. Doc's team, they've got a team of around, I believe it was 10 devs working full-time, and they're gearing up. So why haven't we heard a lot about them, right? Because metaverses are very, very hot topics when you've got something like portals, which obviously would be the biggest competitor / thing that you could think of. What is Lux? They'd be the biggest comparison to them. Over 80 Solana, they're pumping, so people want to find these. Why haven't we heard of this? So the website there, wherelux.space, you can go to that. I'll put those links down below as well. This actually isn't their first NFT. So their NFT is going to launch out on Friday, Saturday, depending on where you are around the world. I think it's 2200 UTC, and it's going to be 5,000. So what actually happened back in November, they launched this Lux AI. This was 5,000 pieces created, all unique, one-of-ones, AI created, and talking to Chris about it, he reckons there was a whole lot of time put behind it. I think he said 4 or 5 hours per piece. That doesn't want to load up the old barndog internet. These are really super cool, right? And these are going to give future drops down the track. Holding one of these Lux AIs actually got you the airdrop last week for the entertainment card. Now you can click on one of those cards and you can actually see, now you start to see how it ties in and looks very similar to portals, right? Now these NFTs absolutely blew up in the week. On Friday on my video, you can have a look. I spoke about it. I bought one at 4 Solana. That actually then got me an airdrop for one of these, and these have pumped. They've been really big. This was 15 or something, and it's come down. And this was up around 10 as well. So that gets you now, it was always going to get you a whitelist of 1 entry, but it's going to be 3. They've changed it. You don't get multiple whitelists for owning multiple Luxes in your wallet. So if you've also got a Lux and a entertainment card in the one wallet, still just the 3. But they've done partnerships with different projects, and I'm guessing Aurora, DJ Napes, FTX may have got some. I can't tell about that. But we got some at Grape. We did a handout. It was kind of short notice, so I think we put out 350 whitelists for that. Plus we did, I know I've taken 29 manual wallets for the giveaways for people interacting at the last 2 AMAs. So going forward in future, what is this thing going to get you? It's going to get you access into the public spaces, into the entertainment spaces and events. And it's also going to get you token drops. It's a single token coin game. There's going to be 10 billion tokens. I think it was 35% is going to be given out to the stay to play. It's a bit of a new coin to the term of it. And you're going to get extra from actually being in the game, being in your apartment. If you have 5 people joining in your apartment, you're going to gain coins closer, more. So with the mint on Friday that's coming out, what that mint is, this picture probably summarizes it out well, is it's going to be 5,000 different types of tiered land: an apartment, duplex, condo, penthouse, and mansion. Apologies about the size of the picture. Let's, I can fix that. So apartment, duplex, condo, penthouse, mansion. Now, they're also doing mansions for partner projects. Grape's going to be getting one. And the mansions don't come out of these 100. They are extras, very much like Photo Finish did with their stables for the suites. You can't sell them. They're going to be unlisted, but they're going to be events that you can actually use for those partner projects. These are going to be randomized in the mint, so you're going to have a good chance to potentially get something. Now, if you get a whitelist, if you've got an original Lux AI, the whitelist is going to be 2.2 Solana. The mint is going to be 2.5 for the public. So 5,000 mints, and you don't have to have all 3 of these NFTs in unison. Later on down the track, they're going to be rentable. So you're going to be able to rent out. You might go away for a week. You might not be using it. You might go away for a month. You'll have an option down the track in the game to rent out your duplex. As a duplex, one would think you should be able to rent out one side and live in the other side, right? It's very interesting to see how they're doing it. The economics company they've got behind it is amazing. Metaverse Explorer is going to be doing a live interview with them. Go and check it out. Do as much research as you can. But, I mean, getting a mansion in a game like this, a penthouse, any of these big ones, obviously is going to be a bit of a dream. Tacky Soul did a really great article at Grape. I'll link this down below as well. This is a really good 3-minute read about the game, what it's looking like. There is so much to divulge. I'll try to have a bit of a look at my cheat sheet here, what I did today. State-earned tokenomics, business model fundings. So the team actually haven't done VC funding. The team's completely done crowdfunding only. So this comes into the fact that back in November, they did this launch, and this was 5,000 AI pieces that were created, and they launched for 0.99 Solana. So think back and have a look at the coin, $200 a coin or thereabouts for Solana. The team had a slow, and it took 1 week to mint out, because back then, if you remember, a lot of projects were coming up with different utility NFTs, and people just wanted to mint, get a rare, and flip. A lot of these projects went under the radar, and this one absolutely has. I never heard anything about it until this week. They went under the radar because they weren't building a mint, flip, sell NFT. And it's super awesome to see 2 months later this come to fruition. And I was pretty happy I got one at 4, honestly, and I'm happy to have a look and see what they're doing. So This entertainment thing is going to have more use down the track. You're going to get airdrops of tokens. 10% of the game tokens are going to be airdropped to the 5,000 cardholders. Vincent put it in the Shill Zine this week. If you don't see this magazine, you should be definitely out there having a look at it. And like I've mentioned on that one. So what else should I be mentioning about it? Let's put a bit of this in the background. And this is the live play, right? I'm going to just spend a couple of minutes to go. This is what I do. When I'm at an AMA, I'm looking at a screen on one side, I'm looking at a screen on the other side, and I'm having a look here, and I'm writing things down for later. Give me a few seconds.
Yeah, so I will just, I take up my headset and read questions at the same time. Yeah, exactly. So this is the VR release that I'm showing right now. We are working simultaneously on the PC version. So I have been following a little the progress of our developers, so they have set up the basic control.
That's Chris talking there for half an hour. Like when we're in this space, right, you should be absolutely do your own research. But this looks like a bit of a banger to me. So that was really cool with talking about that there. That's triggered me brain. So this is going to be VR, right? You can use your Oculus. They're doing it so you plug your Oculus into your desktop computer and you can do both. They're going to have it so you can also be playing just the computer version of it. You're not going to need a super big computer and powerful computer for that. But it's going to be available on multiple different types of Oculuses, and I actually think I'm going to have to go and get myself one. I haven't got VR yet. But we did ask someone to talk about the Google little glasses. I don't think it's going to be available for that yet. The interaction in the rooms, they're going to be changeable. There's going to be a lot of utilities for the tokens. It's only at the start going to be a single token, and there's going to be some form of governance for that. I think it's 25% for market makers and marketing. So they're going to be having liquidity pools. And the use cases for the tokens may be you might want to buy something for your apartment. You might want to buy a one-off skin. You might want to go to a live event, which could be anything from a running event to a theater to that. They talk about how you might be able to buy music in the game. That's a bit of a weird one. Like when we think about Audius, right? I love decentralized that. I love Audius. I'm thinking, why is my mouse there? I've got it off the screen. It's on the other one. So there's ways and utilities behind these coins that they're talking about, and the tokenomics sheet, the white paper, it's not completely out, but I'm really pumped up for this one. The founder, we had Chris, and Romina is the other founder, so we've been chatting with her, organising the Grape side of it, the AMA, the extra paperwork, all of those kinds of things. But they sound like a decent company. He's been around for over 10 years in Sweden. He's been in the computing scene for a long time, only been in crypto for a couple of years now, but obviously chose to come onto Solana for a lot of reason, the community, the crowd, the microtransactions, all of the normal stuff. But obviously Solana is just a super awesome place, right? Now, I wonder, let's pause here. I wonder whether you're actually going to be able to have it. So, and we did talk about this a little bit, like you might have friends join you in your apartment. This is the apartment, the smallest one in the game, and you saw him walk up the stairs, go into the bedroom. It looks quite big compared to a portal space. So I think it's going to be spread out, but there's going to be more luxury behind it. The companies, and we spoke to two people, Tim and Tom. Metaverse will have them later on. They are very deep into the condo and listings of actual real estate in real life. So the team is going to be huge. They've also employed another team to work on some of the engineering and the blockchain and the designing and all of that as well. Over 300 people on that team. You know, like it's going to be something to do these VR experiences with your mates, have that little bit. We even spoke about things like the mansions. You can have up to 50 people at the mansions. So you're going to be able to do things like have a DAO meeting at the mansion. And there's actually going to be a way where you're going to monetize the time in that space, isn't there? It's really cool. It's quite a cluey situation. Haven't done it justice. We did it for an hour and 20 minutes. Absolutely baller of a crowd. They gave out an NFT for the best question. So keep your eyes in Grape protocol for that. That's going to go to one of our A or B class members. I won't give away the hint of who it is yet, but definitely keep away to that. And the NFT, that'll be the access card. That's going to give you token drops down the track. Absolutely amazing. So super excited. Thank you very much, Chris, for coming on stage. Tim and Tom, you guys were awesome. And Romina, you've been awesome to deal with on the marketing side of it and being able to get this AMA and the times and everything set up. But I really hope I've helped with the explanation of it. Any questions, by all means, come into Grape Protocol. Jump into the Solana Gaming channel. Come and ask me. Get a hold of Barndog. I'll be there through most of the days. I'm always pretty active with it, but we've got plenty of other people that now are very switched onto it. I hope you guys have a good luck. And yeah, if this goes to general mint, so I don't think they're going to be all whitelisted out. So they obviously don't want to have people bulk buying and spending a lot of money on the first and second NFT. They've been very open and honest about that. They don't want people paying 8 or 9 Solana getting gouged out of it. You don't need to own those. But the people that originally bought the Lux AIs, congratulations, you got an absolute baller. That was 1 Solana back in November. So it looks like definitely a project that's going to be on the high rise. Got a bit of one in there at least. And yeah, thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.